So sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to work out if a question is asking us to share or to group. And sometimes we have to answer questions in which we have to explain if we've shared or we've grouped. So I'm hoping this video will make it a little bit clearer for you. Now, let's start with a problem. I have here a number of counters. Let's count how many counters I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So I have 36 counters here. Now, let's imagine the first question is asking me to equally share the counters between these 4 green squares. So perhaps the question says there is an equal number of counters in each green square. How many counters are there? So what we need to do is place the counters one by one onto the green squares to find out how many there are. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm equally sharing out the counters. Think about when you start a game of Uno or a card game and someone has to deal the cards out. They're not going to deal themselves 5 and you 6. What they're going to do is deal out 1 per person to make sure that everybody has an equal amount. Okay, so I have shared my counters out between the 4 green squares and my question asks, how many are there in 1 square? So I'm going to take 1 square and I'm going to count. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There were 9. Is that right? 9 times 4. 9, 18, 27, 36. Is that how many I started with? Brilliant. So that is sharing. So the question has asked me to take the total, so 36, and to share them equally between another amount. This was 36 divided by 4. I divided my group of 36 counters equally between 4 squares. Okay, so how is that different to grouping? Now, when I'm asked to group, I know how many I'm going to put on each square. So this time, I'm going to be told 36. Each square can only have 9 counters. How many squares can you have? Okay, so 9. So I've got to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's 1 group of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's 2 groups of 4. So I've got another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's another one. You know I started with 36. Is that a multiple of 9 or shall I have a remainder? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This time I have grouped because I knew before I even started that there were 9 in each. I found out how many groups of 9 I can take out of 36. And that is how they are different. When I'm sharing, I know how many groups I am making, but I do not know how many are in each. So do you remember when we had 36 counters but 4 empty squares? I knew there were 4 squares, but I didn't know how many there were in each. So I had to equally share. And remember I went 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. When I was grouping, I knew there were 9 in each. So I knew I was doing 36 divided by 9, because I knew there were 9 in each group. But what I didn't know was how many groups there were. And there was 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the difference between sharing and grouping. That should help you with today's lesson on Google Classroom, where we'll run through it one more time with a written model before you try to identify whether a question is asking you to share or whether it's asking you to group.